Hey everyone, AmberFrmThVault here. Welcome back to another Fallout 4 settlement walkthrough. Now we're going to go ahead and check out Murkwater construction site. This might look a little bit different than you're used to seeing it here. Let me go ahead and just show you I'm actually at Murkwater construction site. I am using the Clean and Smooth Murkwater construction site mod that actually cleans up Murkwater construction site. So that makes it a little bit easier to build here. I've never liked building here. Now I'm not going to say Murkwater construction site every time. I'm just going to start calling it Murkwater. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with my little trader here. This is so I've been assigning each of my companions an area. So this is Strong's area. I figured usually when I come back here we get attacked by a queen mirelurk. So I figured I'll just put Strong here. He can fight some queen mirelurks for me. So we're going to start out with our trader here. Now I did try to make this a little bit of a fancier settlement, but I wanted to throw in something a little bit cheap. I kind of like working with these boxcars. I'm interested in maybe doing an entire settlement with boxcars, in fact. All right, so let's go ahead and check this out. So this is obviously a trader. There's a lot of things in here that have been placed with Workshop Decorations Pack, or with, there's actually another mod that I really enjoy using, actually, which is food carts. I use that one quite a bit, too. It's shopping carts, where you can actually put, like, little carts out. I think I put one in Bunker Hill. If you watched the Bunker Hill build that I did, I think I put one there for food. But yeah, I really like using that stuff. This is all workshop decorations. That way I didn't have to go ahead and place all of these things individually. Huge help for those of us on PS4 who have issues with our PS4 crashing every time we try to build big, giant, wonderful settlements. And I wanted to build a big, giant, wonderful settlement. So what can I say? I went ahead and used that Workshop Decorations Pack quite a bit. Also makes it easier. Let's just be honest. When I'm doing so many builds of this stuff, it makes it so much easier. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to go ahead and head over behind the trader now. You can kind of see the way the boxcars are done with the trader here. They are in the water. Now, I have both food and water hooked up at other settlements, since all of these settlements are hooked together. So I did not put food or water at this settlement, just because I kind of figured, it's already in my settlement line, so we're going to go ahead and go with it. So this is going to be how I did all of my kind of turrets, a little sentry tower type style here. I made them all different colors. This one is red. My other ones are blue and gray, but I did do a couple different ones. We're going to go ahead and actually jump down here so you can kind of get a look of what they look like here. Multi-layered, that way I could throw in a bunch of turrets, just kind of throw a bunch of stuff up there. Clear mats up there, or invisible mats, those are for the guards. So the guards can actually go ahead and stand up there like this, because you can go right under it. You can still get into the area. It still gives you the option to come in, but you have to go in kind of through a little bit of a checkpoint. So as we leave there, we're going to go ahead and go into the restaurant here. The restaurant is called The Barn, because I used a bunch of the barn pieces. I just thought it would be kind of fun. I wanted to do this a little bit more trendy than I did most of my builds. A lot of times I do my builds, I don't really care what they look like in terms of being trendy or anything like that. But I thought this might be kind of cool. So what I did is I went ahead and just made a little kitchen in the back there. This is kind of the entryway. You can see you've got some areas where you can sit down and wait for your table. This is a shop rug, so you can go ahead and have the person there, and then I put a Creation Club rug on top of it. So it looks like she's ready to check you into the restaurant. Back here, if we go ahead and look in, we have a little kitchen area. So this would be the kitchen that we would be using to, of course, cook all the meals here for the actual restaurant. This is Workshop Decorations Pack. This is actually Creation Club content. Keep going over here. This is a usable cooking stove. I love those usable cooking stoves. Those are fantastic. Turn around here. We're going to see more Workshop Decorations Pack. Definitely something I really enjoy using here on PS4. I just like using this little door, the little diner door, because I just think it gives it a little bit of a feel. It doesn't really match up quite well. I did the best I could, but it definitely looks like it's off its hinges. So let's go ahead and go upstairs. Now, you'll notice I reuse the barn pictures. I did that because there isn't a lot in the game, and you can't have external assets on PS4. Otherwise, I would love to have some other, like, maybe a little chicken crossing the road or something like that, little stupid kitschy stuff, just because I thought it would be kind of fun to make a themed restaurant. Now, this is Workshop Decorations Pack just to save me from having to rebuild too much. So I actually built this entire settlement in about 17 hours. It was a fantastic settlement. I loved it. Most of the same themes that you see here, and my game froze and I couldn't save it. I can't save my game anymore. So every time I do a build, I'm pretty much taking a risk. So I'm using a lot of Workshop Decorations Pack stuff because it's just less assets for the PlayStation to try to save. So it's been really helpful for me. So we'll go ahead and get out of here. We're done with the restaurant. We're actually going to avoid that big building in the back there for now. Instead, I'm going to take you over here, and I'm going to show you one of the other little sentinel towers, or little turret towers. This, you'll notice, was the blue one. So as we go up here, I'll show you it's, again, kind of complicated. Just put in a bunch of little areas. This allows me to kind of have some different areas to put turrets. I can put a ton of defense on here, and it's really easy to do. Just makes it really easy. Clear rugs here again, or invisible rugs here again, so that we can have all of our sentries there, our little guards hanging out. Let's go ahead and leave here and go to the building right in the middle. Now, I took out Remove That Workshop. So if you are using Move That Workshop, I found that I was constantly building... I was trying to build platforms to put workshops on anyway, and I was always having trouble with where to put workshops. So I got rid of Move That Workshop, and now I'm actually just using workshops where they were. So this is the original site of the Murkwater construction site workshop if you have the mod installed. I think it might actually be angled differently if you don't have the clean and smooth installed, but I went ahead and did that, and I just built this little building around it. You can go inside. You can go ahead and see I put some candles in here. It's more for aesthetics. I just wanted to not have it sitting out there in the middle. It does give it a little bit of a weird feel here as you're coming into the settlement. So if we come down here, you can see there's just kind of a weird little thing. I couldn't find a way to really make it feel good. It's just the way I decided to do it. I think that it takes away a little bit from the center there. It does take away from the fact I wanted to put another shop in the center there. I just didn't have the space though, but I like kind of dealing with the workshops the way they are. That's been my new challenge. I try to challenge myself in a lot of these videos, and that's been my new one here. So this is what I'm really excited about, and this is what I was so sad about losing, was my Fallon's department store. I absolutely love this, and I spent way too much time building it. I don't even know why I like it. It doesn't even look that good. I just really enjoy it. I had a lot of fun building in here. We're going to go ahead and let those people leave. In order for me to show it to you in all of its glory, I'm actually going to have to enter workshop mode in just a bit here to show you. But we're going to go ahead and check out the first floor first. So as you walk in here, this is what I love so much about it. I did a lot of aesthetics stuff in here. I've been trying to get away from aesthetic stuff. I've been trying to do a little less personal touches, not because I don't like them. It's actually one of my favorite parts of doing settlement builds, but I was so worried about the assets, and PS4 shutting down on me. Let's be honest. It shuts down on me a lot because I have too much of my Fallout game, but I want to build. So this one, I just decided to go all out on. I said, fuck it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go all out. And I had so much fun building this department store. So lots of stuff placed here with OCD Decorator. Just had a lot of fun sticking stuff down, putting stuff in random places. Also items that came from, we're just going to ignore whatever's kicking off there. Things that came from Workshop Decorations pack. Here you can see just a little bit of folding going on there. I just really liked the idea of kind of putting random stuff here. We're actually going to look at these from the outside as well. But we have a whole bunch of mannequins here. Each one is lit. I had a lot of fun with that Workshop Decorations pack for the hangers there. Again, lots and lots of mannequins. We have some different signage here. I love this. I think this was a really fun way to do this. I really enjoyed it, and I really liked building this little display over here. You'll notice that'll come back when we go upstairs. Upstairs is going to be the armory. Not armory as in weapons, though, as in armorer. That's what I should have said. It's the armorer. I can speak English. Workshop Decorations pack again. Had a lot of fun building this one, too. Just, again, I was going for aesthetics, having a lot of fun with this, putting some random stuff in here that probably isn't, like, the coolest ever, but I had a lot of fun. Little seating area here, and you can see when we come around here, kind of ignore that. This is what we would really be looking at. So I went ahead and put some mannequins in here. These are the lifelike mannequins. And I decided to make a little seating area here because why not go hang out by the lifelike mannequins? I thought it was actually kind of cool. So that's basically just like a little box down there. It's clear. I think it's kind of fun just to have it. And then I did throw some elevated mannequins in the back here. Yes, they are on tables, but when you're back here, you can't really tell they're on tables, so I kind of like that. All right, and then you can actually go up here. So behind here is what I'm going to have to enter Workshop Decorations pack to show you, and that is actually a whole little, it's its own little like marketing area. We're going to go ahead though and move up top of that first. So let's go ahead and go up. Now, here we have little seating areas again, but we also have stuff you can pick up. So this is Workshop Decorations pack again, definitely using that a lot in this settlement. And another little seating area here. Each one has different magazines. I actually had a lot of fun putting little different magazines around. I just kind of like the idea of adding those little tiny touches. It was kind of cool. I was really enjoying it. So if we look down here, you can kind of see as we're looking down here, right now we're actually looking down on the lifelike gunner. What I did is I went ahead and put it's kind of the, I want to say it's like it looks like a lattice to me. So that's the way I'm going to describe it. I put the lattice floor in here, and then I went ahead and threw the string lights on there. So it gives it a little bit of a look. As we come down here, though, you can actually start to see what you would see from the outside. So if we were to come in here from the outside, you can go ahead and see all of these different mannequins. Now, that probably doesn't sound that cool right now, but I will say when you're outside of the building is when it's cool. Like, I really like doing this. It looks cool at night. We're here in the daytime, but it looks cool at night. So you can actually see all of the little mannequins up there. I really like the way it looks. I like the way it felt. I had a lot of fun doing it. I wanted to build something that was different this time, and that's really what I was going for, and that's why you can kind of see I did all this kind of different weird stuff I don't usually do. So what we'll do is we'll actually build a little bit of a bridge here. Just real quick. I can't go any higher. That's all right. We're going to go ahead and just take a look at all of these pieces here. I really like doing this. I had a lot of fun kind of just making these little window areas. I feel like it gives it a real shopper feeling, you know. And then the Fallon's department store, their sign, that is actually placed on top of an invisible rug, which was placed on top of a floor panel. They deleted the floor panel, and it kept the Fallon's up there. So I actually had a lot of fun putting that together. I mean, I just really enjoyed building that one. That was so much fun. That was my favorite part. All right, so we're going to go ahead and head over here now. Now, as we head over here, this is going to be Strong's bungalow. Yes, I'm calling it a bungalow. This is Strong's area. So like I said, each area has its own thing for its own companion, and this is Strong's. It's going to be really screwed up. So let's remember that he is a super mutant. But I used all the super mutant stuff that came with, I believe this is unlock settlement objects, lots of weird little super mutant-y stuff, threw stuff around, did lots of candles, no electricity in this area, wanted to make it seem kind of comfortable. What I did is I went ahead and used different types of walls, different types of floors, just threw some random stuff in here just so that we could have something that felt a little hodgepodge. And then up here we have lots and lots of dead raiders because, I mean, let's be honest. If I was a super mutant, yes, I know these are technically under the raider category, but if I was a super mutant, I'd probably have a bunch of dead raiders hanging around too. You know, why not? I'm a super mutant. So I had a lot of fun doing that, just kind of throwing random stuff in for Strong. So we'll go ahead and get out of here, and that's going to bring us, just ignore my giant ladder I built to show you the windows there. That's going to move us into one of, I guess, what actually started this whole thing. We're going to ignore that. This really is where it all started. I decided to build an apartment complex. I've never done this before, and I thought that it seemed like it might be kind of fun. I've built little, more like motel-style apartment complexes before, where I've had individual entrances. But this one I decided to go ahead and do, just like an actual apartment building. I thought that might be kind of cool to have a high-rise kind of feeling. So each apartment is 4 squares wide. So we've got, 4 different little panels here. Put different stuff in each apartment. I had a lot of fun building this. Got to decorate the hallways, all kinds of fun stuff. Some workshop decorations pack. Definitely a lot of workaholic beds. Tonight You Sleep on the Couch is one of my favorite mods. I just absolutely love using it. Use it for everything at this point. It's really been helpful to get enough beds and settlements. And then lots of workshop decorations packed, just to, kind of stick things around, have enough to kind of hang out with, put stuff down. I had a lot of fun building this, and this was the part I was the most sad when my game crashed. Luckily, I still had the bones of this building, so I didn't have to rebuild the whole building, but I did have to redo all of the decorations. They are a little bit hastier than I would like them to be, but I did have a lot of fun doing this one. Threw in some random rugs. Those pillows are actually placed with the glitch rugs, the invisible glitch rugs. I had a lot of fun doing that too. I just want to do something a little bit different. Yes, my toilet's glitched through, but I don't care. I'm fine with that. I had a lot of fun building in these though. I really did enjoy it. It was something, each one's got its own number, and everything. I just had a lot of fun. They have a little bit of a theme, but it's just an opportunity to kind of have fun and show off little things that you can build, just a little tiny personalization, little tiny touches. I had a lot of fun doing this one. Plus, it was a challenge. I mean, it was a challenge that I had never taken on in a whole apartment building before. I just thought it was kind of cool. I mean, lots of people lived in apartments. It makes sense to me that you would probably live in an apartment in the apocalypse anyway, because you don't want to, if you're going to rebuild your city, you're going to rebuild everybody individual houses. It's way too damn much. Go ahead and open this bathroom. Now, this one has not been decorated. Going to apartment 5 here. Again, workshop decorations pack right there. Into our bathroom. This one just has a little bit, just some candles in there. I thought candles were kind of nice. So again, just throwing like a little random stuff in here, trying to make it feel a little bit more personal, but not putting too much that the PS4 can't handle it. I have to be real careful with overloading the PlayStation here. All right, so let's go ahead and go into 8. Again, workaholic beds in every one, so at least 2 people sleep in every single one of these rooms. Really, really helpful when you just don't have enough beds. Plus, you can put them in the reception area, and then you got double. There we go. So we'll go ahead and go over to the very last apartment here, number 7. So I have 22 beds in the settlement, and they are all inside of this building. So if you can imagine each of the beds itself, so we have 7 beds, plus we have at least 7 workaholic couches, that's 14. The rest are all filled in with couches that are in the lobby area. So you'll see a lot of people when it comes time for bed. All of my my ladies and dudes are hanging out on these beds that are in the reception areas. I just find it useful to not have to build more than, the 7 apartments here was actually a lot harder than you'd think. It took me a long time. Plus, it takes a long time to get up here. And your settlers just don't want to go upstairs. It's kind of weird. They don't want to go upstairs. So I had trouble getting them to even go upstairs. But it did give me the opportunity then to at least build everything, which I really like doing. And I actually had a lot of fun with this one. We're going to go ahead and check out the very last area here. But I had a lot of fun with this one. I really did enjoy building Murkwater. I don't know, it was just one of those times that, like, I got the right mod that kind of gave me the ability to actually build here, because before I always felt like I had no ability to build here. This mod, just the clean and smooth, is so useful. It's so worth having. If you haven't downloaded all those little clean and smooth mods, I highly suggest you run out and get them. They're so worth it. But I had a lot of fun doing this one. This was definitely one of those. Again, we have some invisible stuff here. It's just so we have the invisible little rugs there, invisible mats. That way we have guards up here. But I just had a lot of fun building this one. I know there's probably not as much in here. Like, there's no weapons dealer in here. I kind of kept it a little bit more bare bones than I usually do, because I wanted to put more of the assets. Again, I'm trying to be careful of what I have to save, because it is the PS4 and I do have problems with it crashing on me with Fallout because I have too much in my game. But I really wanted to build some fun stuff. So I did it a little bit more stripped down than I would have liked to. I would have liked to build a lot more buildings. In fact, my original idea was to build like fucking skyscrapers on this whole thing, and it didn't work out because it crashed every time I tried to do it. But I had a lot of fun doing it, so I hope that it was something that you guys liked too. But again, just a lot of fun to do. I highly suggest, if you just feel like, hey, check it out, Settler on the Roof. If you want to go ahead and kind of do something like this in your own, I say go for it. Build some really cool stores. I think that's what I'm going to do next. I think I'm going to have like kind of a challenge where I build a bunch of cool stores. I had a lot of fun doing that. But I do want to say thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Not only does it mean a lot to me, it does help other people find the channel. And of course, it means huge motivation. It tells me what kind of stuff you guys want to watch. It really does mean a lot. I've had people ask me before, like, do you really look? And yeah, I do. It tells me what kind of content you guys want here on the channel, and that really does mean a lot to me, because I want to give you guys stuff that you're interested in. So I'm going to get out of here, but again, if you like it, comment, subscribe, that'd all be great. Otherwise, there is also a link to a new video on your screen there, should be popping up. That is a video that YouTube thinks you'd like. There also should be a playlist of all of my Fallout 4 videos, as well as a picture of my big dumb head. You click that, you'll actually subscribe to the channel. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, and I will see you all in the next one.